Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I've missed you so much. So today I'm going to be attempting to read 150 pages a day. I've read about 6 pages. What the frick is this plot? Basically, this week, Monday through Friday, I'm going to try to read 150 pages every single day. It's kind of a packed week. It's not packed. We're about to enter February break. So I thought, while I still have stuff going on, I'm going to try to see how many pages I can read. It's been like more frequently happening that I'm reading throughout the days, but since I also have a lot more school obligations, it's hard to fit in reading, especially 150 pages of it. So we're just going to try. But I also have a different objective. I want to read Alchemized by Sun Yu. This is a book I picked up maybe like 3 weeks ago, and I've been wanting to read it for a really hot minute. It's 1,000 pages. It doesn't look like 1,000 pages, but it is 1,000 pages. They're just really thin pages, so it's kind of like, I would say it's catfish, because this looks like a calm 500, but I really want to get through this book. So I'm hoping if I'm pushing myself to read 150 pages a day, this book, light work. 150 pages a day for 7 days that's basically 1,000 pages. So our goal is to finish this book in 1 week. And if I can, maybe I'll even finish it in less than a week, and then we'll read another book. But that is our objective. Can I even give you updates? Honestly, I read the back, but it's so confusing. And I think in fantasy, you kind of just have to keep reading until you just understand what's going on. Like at a certain point, it will just click in your mind. And I haven't hit that point yet. I'm only 40-ish pages into the book. So I haven't been in the story for too long to really understand our world and our magic system and our main character. She's still kind of in the confines of this institute that she's trapped in. We don't really know how she got there. We don't really know what has happened since she's been stuck, how long it's been. So I'm gonna update you guys when I have actual information to share, and we're gonna start this video. And if you haven't already, subscribe. guys, what are we doing? Subscribe right now. So it is Monday. We are officially starting our reading 150 pages a day challenge. So I have school and I've been at school all day. So really, I've only been reading Alchemized. I've read about 6 pages. And I'm on page 48 now. So here's my thing. This book's super long, and this book I want to push myself to get into. But I'm craving a romance. Like, I really want to read a romance, and I don't have one on my shelves that I want to pick up. I did just read 2 romances and a literary fiction and a couple of different reads. So this is my first fantasy in a minute, and I really want to get into it. But I don't know, like, I'm in the mood to read a romance. And I'm like trying to Google, is there a romance in this book? Blah, blah, blah. And it just feels like maybe I should just read what I'm in the mood for instead of trying to push myself to read this. So I don't know if it's counterintuitive to our trying to read a lot of pages to read a book that I don't really feel like reading. Even though I want to get through it, it's just like, I don't know if this is the time. I don't really know what's gonna happen over the next couple of days. I don't know what I'm gonna be reading. I was thinking I would look through my Kindle, look through my Goodreads, look through anything and see if I can find a Kindle Unlimited book, see if there's something I want to reread, see if there's this magically comes something I feel like picking up. It is interesting enough. It's a fantasy book, so it's taking a minute to get into, and I'm just really bored. And I know we're starting, I know it's a fantasy book, and I know that fantasy books take time to get into, but I just want to be in the plot right now, and I want to read something fast and quick. So I don't know what these clips are going to look like in the upcoming whatever, but just know that whatever you see in a few minutes, I'm trying my best here. We're going to keep reading or not reading or go scouring, and I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, I feel like I should give you guys a bit of an explanation of what's going on. Raval and Helena, she just woke up in this institution. She doesn't know where she is. She doesn't know what happened. Previously, all she remembers is a war effort that was against this, I guess, the society that they're in. Resistance failed, and she was on the resistance side. Everyone is dead except for her, as far as we know right now. And she wakes up in this institution. They're in the central of the city where she grew up, basically, or she went to school. She's a healer. You have a magic system full of, like, it's kind of confusing hoping for me, and I've just started the book, and I feel like for me, my method is just to read the fantasy, and at some point the magic system will click. Right now we haven't gotten there yet. I don't really know what the magic system is. Now she's been taken out and she's being tested upon, and they're moving her to a new place. So I'm hoping that, I don't know, I'm hoping that this whole like institution captive thing won't last too long, that we'll get introduced to some new characters, because like she's not boring, but the doctor who's operating on her is really annoying me. Like, girl, nobody cares. Nobody cares about what you have to say. Nobody cares what you're doing. We've gotten little like clues, like we know a little bit about the leader of the resistance, and we've met a couple of people from her past along the way who also were captured by the new government. So we're seeing like small ties, and like I said, it's the first 50 pages. Nothing really happens in a fantasy until the first 100, and that's all I know right now, and it's really not much compared to how much this book is. Like, this is a weighty read, and I know basically nothing. I'm interested and I want to keep reading it. I need to push myself through it, or else I'm gonna fall into some kind of slump. But I'm still gonna look for some romances because okay, the goal was to read 150 pages a day. Last night, I got so sick. Like, I had so many cold, flu-like symptoms that I just couldn't do it. I had a stuffy nose. I felt like I was gonna throw up. I fell asleep and I just slept through the whole night. Felt sick into this morning. So it's just been a really bad couple of days. Then I get home and I didn't do much. I mean, I didn't get home too long ago. I get home at about 4 o'clock. It's 6:35. So I've been home for like 2.5 hours. I just went to wash the dishes and I still have some time. I don't go to sleep until about 11. So I still have some time to read. But have I read anything during school when I had a free hour or free minute to pick this up? No, I did not. No, thank you for asking, because no, I did not. I don't know what to do because I'm failing, and I hate failing challenges like this, but I just need to gain momentum. But like, I'm not feeling it. I feel sick. I feel groggy. I feel tired. I feel drained. The week before break, so it's like school break is just in front of me. I have so much stuff to do this week, and 150 pages is just like, it seems like the biggest thing in the world. It shouldn't be, but I'm giving myself a grace period, and I'm not gonna make up the days I missed yesterday, because genuinely I was so sick, and today I've been so sick, and I just stopped having that sick feeling maybe like an hour ago. I'm gonna give myself some grace, pick up this book, read as much as I can, and update you guys along the way. But genuinely, I think this challenge is really gonna start Wednesday. I got you. Oh, Wednesday I'm locked in. Actually, Wednesday I have plans, but today I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna prep myself for this. This stuff. It is Wednesday night. I had the longest, fullest day today, but I read the most I've read all week. So today I had a student council event. So obviously I had school from 7 o'clock to 2, and then from 3 o'clock to 8:30 I had a after school student council event, and I got home at 9. I've taken a shower. It is now 10:30, and we're gonna talk about this book. I'm on page 150 exactly. I started this morning on page 84. That's what I logged off last night. Today, if I'm doing my math kind of right, I've read 66. Ironically, as big as this book is, it reads fast. Like, it's very quick and easy to like flow through the pages, and where our plot is going has interested me enough that I'm actually paying attention, because before she was in the stasis tank and she had just gotten pulled out in the first chapter, and like she's very confused. She doesn't really know where she is. She doesn't really know who anybody is. No one important is around. It's just a girl doctor, whatever, that's testing on her. Not a very interesting character in my perspective. Now maybe there's more to her, but right now nothing was going on. But after I broke through the first, like, honestly, I would say like 50 pages. Like 50 pages in, she gets moved from the like central division headquarters, wherever she was, to a different place. And when she gets moved there, we meet two interesting characters. Kind of starts to like unclick the puzzle pieces, because like I said, she's very confused. She doesn't know where she is, and it's discovered that a part of her memory has been wiped. So we don't know why, we don't know what happened, but someone has went into her brain and reconstructed something during the war, to the point where she doesn't remember the last 19 months of the war. Not the last 14 months she was in the tank, but the 19 months before, what, like a year and a half. She doesn't remember. She doesn't know what happened. She doesn't know why, but something important is locked away in her memories. The people that are now in charge, so I think the Undying, I don't know, like the High Reeve and the High Necromancer or whatever, they are after what's ever in her memories. So she gets moved to a house of like this wealthy rich kid that she used to go to school with. It's very morbid, I'll say. Like, I don't know why, I wasn't expecting it. The death and the torture and like the chemical and all the stuff and medical stuff that's happening to her, it's so hard to like, you're imagining it, so you're hearing in like grave detail so many like horrific things. Like, I don't know, it makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like, the magic system in this world, so the people who've taken over the society, their magic is for dead people. So they basically make dead people act as if they're living. They can't bring them back from the dead, but they can put souls in dead bodies, and the dead bodies will rot as it will be servants, as they will be maids, as they will do your bidding. And it's just very disgusting. Like, so much of this world is just nasty, and I think there's a lot of higher meanings going on. Like, I understand that, but still, like, it's hard to ignore, because I'm just like, half her face is rotting off. But it's interesting because the character we just got introduced to, he used to go to school with her. There's like moments that make me think that whatever is wiped in her brain has something to do with him. But I am officially 150 pages in. To get to 150 today, I would need to read, I think, to like 30 something probably. I don't think we're gonna get there. I'm really tired. Like, I'm wiped from today. It made me so tired. Reading might be the perfect thing for me right now, or the worst thing for me right now, but we're gonna see. So I'm gonna lay in my bed. I don't know if I'm gonna film much, because I feel like I filmed so many clips from my bed. And tell me if you guys get tired of it, because I feel like I get tired of it. I just don't have too many places to go to film. Yeah, I'm gonna be in my bed in the same spots I've been in all week, trying to get some reading done, and I'll update you guys if anything crazy happens. Literally the quickest of updates, because I don't have that much to talk about. But I just got home from school. It is Thursday, and we're locking in on this book today, tomorrow. I am now on page 200, and I read a lot while I was at school. Not that much, maybe like 50 pages while I was at school. Now I'm gonna binge tonight, because I don't have much to do. I don't have any homework. I don't have any obligations. Is there an update like for where we are in the book? Honestly, we're kind of in the same position. She's still finding out slowly stuff she's forgotten. She's still being tested on. She's still at the institute, and her relationship with this certain character. And if you read the book, I'm talking about Pharaoh. I'm kind of interested to see, because I still think my theory still stands. So nothing much has changed, but I have read some of the book. So today we're off to a good start. Some of the themes of this book are so hard to like rationalize, and like, it's so bad. Oh my god, everybody check the trigger warning. Seriously, like, every single theme is something like so disturbing, like deeply disturbed. I'm so disturbed. I didn't even think you guys have seen me read this. Like, bro, what the frick? It is so wrong of me to want them together. Like, this is so wrong. But oh my god, I can't. Girl. Yo, what is going on here? What is actually going on in this book? Oh my god. Oh! Yeah, definitely rooting for this romance. Sorry. I'm sorry. Maybe I read too many mafia books. I've gotta have it. I've gotta have it. Again, what the frick is this plot? This is all deeply disturbing. Like, I'm disturbed. Oh my god. What the frick? Final check-in of the night. Okay, I have some thoughts on this book that I think are the reason I have failed this challenge. It is Friday night. I've read a page of this book, and I think I just chose the wrong book to read. Alchemize, the premise of it, and I think going into it, I was just very curious and intrigued to see what it would become. But the more I've read it, the more I've realized the disturbing, like, morbid themes of the book, I just don't really want to hear about. Like, I don't know, like, all of it is just really, it's just wrong. Like, all of it is wrong. And sometimes I'm like, okay, like, maybe this is, you know, I should just keep going. I'm already 200 pages into it. It's so messed up, and I feel like I'm gonna force myself through this book and I'm not gonna get much payoff from it, and I just don't really want to read it. So I think I'm gonna put this book down. I'm gonna close this because I can't do it. I can't. I want to talk about this challenge because I feel like I've been attempting to read in one of the busiest weeks of the school year, and I've been trying to read a book that it's just very lengthy and it's really long, and I tried to challenge myself to get through it, but in about a week I've only read 200 pages and it's just not the read for me. Honestly, if I could think of like other things I would do to improve this challenge next time, maybe choose a different book and maybe not do it on a week I feel like it's gonna be very stressful. I didn't realize that my reading was very sporadic. Like, I don't really read 100 pages a day, but some days I'll read 40 pages, some days I'll read 250, some days I'll read 0. And that's just how I've been reading for so long. I want to challenge myself to do this again because I think it's a good challenge, but maybe like during summer or during a break or like just during a calm week. Because when I'm busy, the last thing I'm thinking about is picking up a book that I'm really not interested in to begin with. So I feel like that's where I went wrong with this challenge, but I did try. And I wonder on my channel how many of my challenges I'll ever actually like completed and succeeded, you know? But anyways, we're gonna see if I can get this last day because it is Friday night, last day of the week. So we're gonna try to get today, but even if I don't, I tried. What else more do you want from me? I still wanted to close out this video. I know that I failed this challenge, but I did try super hard. I feel like it's so hard to balance out reading and everyday life. And on top of that, to do 150 pages. I was like getting whiplash all week. I feel like this is a shorter video, but maybe a short but sweet one. I just want to say thank you for watching. I love you, but God loves you more. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.